Welcome back to Tech Pulse, your go-to show where we break down the latest breakthroughs in science and technology, making them not just digestible, but actually exciting. I'm Zaper.
And I'm Puck, your front row seat to curiosity. I'm here to ask the sharp questions, challenge the details, and make sure no scientific stone goes unturned. And hey, don't forget to hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this episode with your favorite science geek.
You'll definitely want to share this one, because today's headline sounds straight out of sci-fi. Scientists have discovered how female sawflies cut with surgical precision, and that could completely transform how surgeons operate on the human body. So here's what happened. A research team at Heriot-Watt University in Scotland just cracked the mystery of how female sawflies, these tiny wasp-like insects, manage to slice through plant tissue with stunning accuracy. Their discovery could inspire a new generation of surgical tools capable of cutting human tissue with the same kind of precision, but without any sensors, cameras, or AI systems.
Wait, hold on. No sensors, no computers guiding the motion? How does that even work?
That's what makes it wild. The sawfly's cutting organ, called an ovipositor, works as a kind of biological reciprocating saw. It operates on what researchers call an ultimate stress threshold. Basically, the sawfly can cut through softer materials while automatically avoiding harder, more critical ones. Imagine a scalpel that knows exactly what to slice and what to leave untouched, all on its own.
That's insane. So, in human terms, it's like a surgical blade that could instinctively cut through damaged tissue but stop before hitting a nerve or a blood vessel?
Exactly. Dr. Marti Vergagra-Malorky called it a cutting mechanism that essentially thinks for itself. It's a completely passive system, meaning it doesn't rely on sensors or data. The precision comes purely from mechanical design, the geometry of the teeth, the spacing, the oscillation.
And that's the genius part, mechanical intelligence. The team even scaled the mechanism 400 times larger and tested it on lab materials mimicking human tissue. The results? The same selective cutting action.
Now, surgeons were asked what frustrates them most during operations, and the stats are telling. Around 86% said blood accumulation makes it hard to see. 80% feared accidental tissue damage, and more than half said current tools just don't adapt to complex anatomy.
So we're not just talking about convenience. This could be life-saving, especially in fields like neurosurgery, where one wrong cut can change everything.
Right. Dr. Marti Vergagra-Malorky said it best. A tool inspired by this mechanism could instinctively avoid critical tissues whilst cutting precisely where needed. No AI lag, no calibration errors, just nature's design perfected by evolution.
And there are 8,000 species of sawflies out there. Each might hold a different blueprint for specialized surgical instruments. One for soft tissue, one for bone, one for vascular work. It's like nature's own R&D lab.
All right, we've unpacked the science, but let's shift gears. You know what time it is, Puck.
Oh, it's debate time.
Yep. Let's dive into the takes, our unfiltered, heated opinions. Because while this research sounds brilliant, not everyone's convinced that biomimicry is the golden key to surgery's future.
Finally, my favorite part. Let's go.
I'm all in. This is genius-level innovation. We've spent decades trying to make surgical tools smarter with AI, robotics, sensors, and here comes a humble insect, showing us that simplicity beats complexity. Why over-engineer when nature already did it better?
Sure, but let's slow down. Scaling up an insect's tool doesn't mean it'll work flawlessly inside a human body. We're talking about vastly different materials, blood flow, and environments. The lab isn't the operating room.
But that's how all tech starts. MRI, laser surgery, laparoscopy, all began as unrealistic concepts. Every leap starts somewhere unexpected. If this can reduce tissue damage or improve safety by even 10%, it's worth chasing.
I'm not against chasing it. I'm against hyping it too early. Scientists need to prove repeatability, sterilization, safety, long-term performance, not just cool prototypes.
Because if this fails mid-surgery, it's not an oops, it's a lawsuit.
Fair, but think of the possibilities. Bio-inspired design is pushing boundaries everywhere. Shark skin-inspired surfaces for antibacterial hospitals, gecko foot adhesives for robotics. Why not sawflies for surgery?
Because in medicine, why not isn't enough. You need why yes, and here's the data.
And that's why this show works. You keep me grounded while I'm already building a surgical sawfly prototype in my head.
Exactly. You dream, I fact check, that's balance.
So to wrap this up, what started as an insect's egg-laying tool could become the blueprint for a new surgical revolution. No sensors, no software, just pure mechanical intelligence.
It's nature engineering at its finest, and if it really makes the cut, surgeons could soon be holding the next evolution of precision in their hands.
That's all for today's Tech Pulse. If you enjoyed this fiery back and forth, hit like, drop a comment, and of course, subscribe so you never miss a spark of science and debate.
I'm Puck.
And I'm Zaper. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, even the smallest creature can spark the biggest revolution.